Natural family planning.
Yes. So basically, in fact, the best term to use is natural birth spacing.
Natural birth spacing.
Yes. So
Okay.
birth spacing. So if one is having sexual intercourse, they have opened their life to a child. Okay. So the idea is if you are going to have sexual intercourse, you know you're already looking for a baby. So what you're doing is spacing the birth of the child. So this one is too small. We are going to have relations when we are not fertile to allow the little one to grow.
Yes.
And then when we're ready to have the other one, then we'll have sexual relations when we are fertile. So what is the science then behind natural family planning or natural birth spacing? Lynn, inside of the uterus where the baby grows, which is called the endometrial cavity, is completely sterile and must not have any bacteria. And if any bacteria got there, the woman would be so sick, we'd have to admit her to hospital to treat her. Okay? Now, the birth passage or the vagina is open to the outside, and it is open very close to the anus. And when people are having sexual intercourse, they do not sanitize. So there is potential of bacteria going into the birth passage, isn't it?
Yes.
How come the woman doesn't get sick?
How come?
Is because the way God created the woman is that the vagina is acidic in its natural state. And the acid will not allow the wrong type of bacteria to grow.
Go in.
So it is protective.
Okay.
Yes. Now, the other side of this.
So why did they not teach us this in school also? That the vagina is acidic.
It is also yours. It is all of them. Eh? So in the natural state, the vagina is acidic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other side of the science is that the acid would kill the sperms in 10 minutes. 200 million sperms. All of them gone. Right? Then the woman's egg is only alive for 18 to 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Just one day. Now, if we put ourselves in the eyes of the Creator.
Imagine a future where every baby's rolls and dimples.
This woman, acid that protects her from infection, but it also kills the male sperm. And then we give her an egg that is only alive for one day. How would she ever get pregnant if the sperm is dead? You get? So what God did is that in the middle of the cycle, the woman produces that mucus we have been describing.
Yes.
The mucus is alkaline. It is the opposite of the acid. So the first thing it does is it destroys all the acid so that it doesn't kill the sperm. It actually feeds the sperm and keeps them alive. So that if sex happens before the egg is released during that fertile window, the sperm are kept alive inside the woman's cervix for 3 to 5 days, waiting for this egg to be released.
Aiya.
Once the egg is released at ovulation, the whole mucus assembles like a superhighway and carries those sperms all the way to the egg. It is a fantastic thing that happens. Now, it is so fantastic that women can actually get pregnant without having sex.
I see where that's coming from, yes.
So the woman is fertile. Mm-hmm. She has the mucus. Her underwear is all wet with the mucus. She doesn't remove it because she's not going to have sex. But she allows this guy to play around there, and he actually ejaculates. That sperm will be carried all the way to the egg because that is how powerful the mucus is. And she will swear she never had sex, and it is true. So when we are talking about natural birth spacing, we do not say no sexual intercourse. We say no genital contact.
Haya.
Usiwekele hiyo kitu hapo.
Kuonja is a lie.
Is a lie. Ati kichwa peke yake, nothing. Ati I will withdraw. I will what? Nothing. I will use a condom. Nothing. If it breaks, if it rolls off,
it's game over.
Yes. So that mucus of fertility is to be respected the same way you'd respect the president. You are told it has come, I am fertile,
Salute.
and you stay very far until the time comes, unless you are ready for
Yes.
a baby. So that is the biology behind it. Now, if we have understood that, because it's very simple biology,
that
the
is
science
actually
is very simple, isn't it?
Yes.
So if we have understood that, then the question is, can we use that to then get babies? Or can we use that to space the babies?
Yes.
So if somebody's husband is living in Mombasa and comes once a week to Nairobi, and her fertility starts on Tuesday, by the time the fellow comes on Saturday, the fertility is over.
Yes.
So if you're trying to get a baby and you don't live with your spouse, and the fertility comes, then you take sick leave or you take immediate urgent leave for 3 days, and you go to his place and you stay there for 3 days, and you come back and we have a baby.
Yes. Jipange.
What if we want to space the babies? Okay. Now, the fertile window. Remember, we said the mucus can be there for 1 day,
Yes.
2 days, or 3 days. Once it stops being produced, the woman would experience dryness. So she feels dry, but there's still a lot of mucus inside the birth passage. It's just that it's not flowing. Okay. It takes 3 days for that mucus to be absorbed, for the acid to come back. Okay. So when we are calculating the fertile window, is the number of days of mucus plus 3 dry days. Now you remember why we were teaching the girl child?
Yes.
To mark the 3rd dry day.
Yes.
And to consider those days as her fertile window.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it is calculated. Is the mucus plus 3 dry days. So if the woman experiences wetness for 1 day, then that month she's fertile for 4 days. If she experiences her mucus for 2 days, then that month is 5 days. And if the mucus lasts for 3 days,
then 6.
Then she's 6 days. Okay, so those are the days of abstaining. Now, if baby is small and we are trying to space the children, then the days of menses, you're not having sex. The days of fertility, you're not having sex. So assume a woman has a 28-day cycle. She has menses for 4 days, and then she's fertile for 6 days. So those are 10 days of abstaining, isn't it? Now, if you minus 10 days from 28 days,
18.
Then you have 18 days. So God gave us 6 days within which to have babies, and 18 days within which to have sex for pleasure. And people are still complaining.
Hey! See, 18 days sounds good.
Yes. It is just...
it's allowed, actually. It's allowed.
Just hold back a bit. The days pass. It
6
is even,
only 6.
And it's even nicer when you wait, isn't it?
Good.
Yeah, I mean, if you have sex every day, it's boring. But if you wait a little, or we could have, but we won't,
yes,
it's very nice, isn't
good.
it?
It's true.
So let's use this information then to space our children.
Yes.
Okay. So baby is too small. We don't want to have children. So there are 4 rules, and these rules are very interesting, and I will mention them. Then we'll explain them.
Okay.
So rule number 1: no sex in the morning. Okay. No sex in the morning. Yes. Okay. Morning glory out of the window. Rule number 2: no sex if bleeding. The other rule is no daily sex. And the other rule is if there is any change in the wetness in the birth passage, if the woman experiences a wetness that she's not sure about, then you stop having sex and you allow her to monitor that mucus to see what is happening, to see what kind of secretion she's getting, to be able to know whether this is fertility or not. Okay, so any change in mucus that is not clear, then you stop having sex and allow the woman to monitor. Okay, so let's go through them and see. So
no sex in the morning.
No sex in the morning. Now we are assuming this person is not doing night shift. Okay, so it is evening. The woman doesn't have the mucus of fertility, but she was too tired and didn't feel like having sex. Okay, went to sleep, and now it's early in the morning. They feel they have all this energy and they want to have sex. But the woman has been lying down for 6 hours. What if the mucus came at night?
Mm.
The
Hey.
birth passage would be full of mucus and she has no idea. So if you have sex in the morning, you can actually have sex while you have the mucus and you didn't know, which means there is a possibility of conceiving, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's the reason why sex in the morning is a bad idea when you're trying to space the children, especially when it is after the periods. So remember, we are talking about after the periods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the second rule is no daily sex.
Yes.
Okay. So last night, the woman had sexual intercourse. The whole day she has this discharge. She needs a liner that comes because of the sexual experience. It's there at noon, it's still there in the evening, and it's very slippery. How would she be able to differentiate that from the mucus of fertility?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the slippery nature of that mucus that comes after intercourse, it's very hard for her to know the next evening if fertility has come. Yes. So don't have sex that night because you are not sure whether fertility has come. Now, in the next morning when she wakes up, if she is dry that day, then it means what she was experiencing was from sexual intercourse.
The discharge.
If she remains wet, it means fertility came.
Is here.
And she wouldn't get pregnant because she didn't have sex last night. Okay? Now, this, if you remember what we were saying, sex in the morning, if the woman goes and checks, she's been lying down for 6 hours. Then she runs to go and check. If there is mucus, she'll still find she's dry. Because the mucus is very heavy, she needs to be upright for at least 6 hours for it to flow.
Aye.
So you have mucus, but you won't feel it until noon.
Yes.
That is the other reason why sex in the morning is a bad idea. Okay?
If you are
you're
observing
spacing.
the spacing.
Yes, if you're spacing. Now, the third rule was no sex when bleeding. Okay? No sex while bleeding. Now, for those women who have a very short cycle, say like the 21-day, 24-day cycle, and then she has bleeding for 7 days, you see her fertility and the last part of the cycle can actually mix. So that what looks like the end of the periods may actually be the beginning of fertility. And she'll get pregnant, but she had sex during her periods.
Hey.
So during periods, you can get pregnant. So if you wake up and you see bleeding, you stop and observe, because if it's the beginning of the periods, there is no problem. But if it is ovulation, because sometimes the mucus can come and is blood-stained, then you're likely to get pregnant. So the story of that you're having sex when we have periods, we won't get pregnant.
Last day.
He's asking for trouble. Yes. So the other change, yes. Now the last rule becomes important, especially when breastfeeding. So this woman is breastfeeding. She has no periods. Every once in a while, she would